only on ET Now.
In association with Mahindra Gusto. Break free.
We are at the cusp of history.
A bull market is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
India is the best emerging market.
You seize it or you lose it.
It's a buying opportunity.
So what are the multi-baggers for this bull run?
Consumer, I think,
Find out from the smartest investors.
there's a roaring bull market.
Buy into the stocks that are on a roll.
Market has given very good returns.
And make your fortune from this multi-year bull run.
The best bull market that India has ever had.
Riding the bull at 2 p.m. on every trading day. Only on ET Now.
Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now, the stock game. Well, let's discuss the third pick of each of our guests. And Sameet, your third call is in a sell call, in fact, in IOC with a target price of about 315. Currently, the stock is trading at around 335 levels, swinging between gains and losses. By when do you expect your target price to be met?
We have been observing since last many trading sessions that the OMCs are trading under pressure and they have corrected significantly from their recent tops, among which IOC is one of the stock which gave a breakdown last week around 335-340 from its multiple support zone. From there it corrected a bit and again gave a bounce back. So what I am expecting is the current bounce back can be construed as a pullback towards the breakdown point. Looking at the overall lower top lower bottom formation on the daily chart, I expect the stock to move towards 315 probably in next 3 to 4 trading sessions. Hence it's a good shorting candidate for me.
Okay, a good shorting candidate in the form of IOC, and it's a target which has been placed at 315 with a stop at 343. For now, though, just about quiet for that counter at 334 rupees. Siddhartha, let's talk a little bit about Century Ply and run us through why you picked out that counter. If we look at if we sort of map the kind of returns that it's given the last 1 month, it's off by about 10%. The last 3 months too, the counter has been a little bit quiet. How do you, what's the rationale for really picking out a Century Ply?
Precisely in the last 1 month, the correction which was overdue has happened, and again trying to pull back from the lower levels. So the new correction, if you are saying in terms of a retracement, should have been over. Fundamentally, I think the stock is a good stock to buy in the sense that we have seen the performance of green ply. Now that green ply happens to be a pure plywood industry, and green lamination happens to be the laminate part of it. Century Ply, when you are at the level of dealers, at the level of consumers, you would find green ply being a bit more expensive. The second choice turns out to be the Century Ply, and I think their product penetration would be quite high over the given point of time. Let's say 100 smart cities projects or things like infrastructural developments, etc., etc. So I am bullish on this stock. I would buy retracements. I would definitely buy retracements. For the purpose of the show, I thought that it could possibly do something today. So that was the purpose of buying. But essentially, it's a buy on dips, or maybe build it up as a part of your portfolio planning.
Okay, buy on tips is a strategy recommended by Siddharth on Century Ply. The stock is down by about 0.5%. Let's discuss Rajesh's third pick, which is a buy call on Sub TV. And Rajesh, the target has already been met. What is it that you like?
Well, you see the chart was very good. The stock has been rising continuously since the beginning of May. And it looks and the volumes also expanded exponentially during the last few trading sessions. And the important thing is that I feel some kind of informed buying is happening in the counter. And on the charts, the last 30% of the move has happened in the overbought zone. So it's heavily overbought at the current price. And on all the financial parameters also, it looks very expensive. I picked it up because for me it was just a momentum play sort of thing. So it's not a recommendation to buy of any sort. Only on some meaningful declines one can get into the stock.
Okay, look to enter the stock on some meaningful declines. That's the word coming in on Sub TV. Meantime, Sameet, let's discuss the final idea that you've got. And UPL once started as a favorite from the mid-cap basket. You're shorting that counter, but is it just for a short-term time frame?
Yes, Saban. This is purely for a short-term time frame, probably for next week or so. The chart structure is quite similar to IOC. It gave a breakdown from its multiple support around 325, 326. From there, it gave a sharp correction of nearly 10%. And since last 4-5 days, along with the broader market pullback, it is just giving a bounce back towards its breakdown point. So I feel that the 330, 332 should act as a strong resistance. Looking at the overall weekly chart structure, wherein I'm observing negative crossover from 520 weekly EMA. So there's a possibility of immediate correction. 305 is my immediate target. The stock has a strong support around 300, 305. Once the stock corrects around 300, it's good time to probably enter with a medium-term perspective.
Okay, good going for UPL. The stock is up in trade by 1.5%. Siddharth, let's discuss KPIT Technologies. We've already discussed this stock earlier, as Rajesh also has a buy call on this one. Your target price has also been met. How much higher do you think it can go from the current levels?
See, people, the investors and traders try to always find out alternatives to our TCS or Infosys or ACL Tech. KPIT happens to be satisfying that pedigree to a large extent of high quality technology names, and definitely charting pattern and the price pattern suggested that the traders are interested, the people who wants to get some money out of technology basket are all aiming at KPIT. I am not too sure about the fundamental behind KPIT technology. Similarly, you would also observe that Hexaware is a stock which also was there in the favorite list and still happens to be in the favorite list. So there are kind of hiding into mid and small cap stocks in the technology, having missed out maybe a TCS or a TechMahindra or a Infosys. So I think that's the logic which is playing in the market. So it's an alternative basket where traders are trying to hide with bullish undertone, and I think KPIT technically has given a great breakout above 190. And as long as it stays between above 185, 190 over the time, this stock could possibly land up near around 245, 250.
Okay, so that clearly is a stock to bet on, and KPIT Tech is currently trading at 207.6. In the meantime, let's chat about the last and final stock that has been picked out by Rajesh. And Aman Industries has what's the call on this one? Because there has been news with respect to a demerger, etc. But at these levels, you think it's a good buy?
Yeah, I feel it's a good buy because the promoters are steadily increasing the stake in the company. For a small company like Man Industries, the order book is pretty robust at 1,600 crore rupees. And as I just mentioned that the promoters are increasing their stake in the company, that means they have some inkling about the future. And if you see their management commentary, that's pretty bullish too. The stock has, after making a recent high of 93, has corrected substantially to the present level of 58 to 60 rupees odd, and is now trying to make some kind of bottom formation is getting made actually. So on this oscillators, I feel this up move can take the stock to some 75 odd levels. That's what I'm playing for.
That's a call coming in on Man Industries. A buy call has been placed on that one. However, the stock trading very flat in this session. Let's quickly get a calculator check then on all the stock picks of each of our guests. Then first up, Sameer Chauhan's portfolio there. None of the stocks have actually hit the target or the stop loss there. However, a bit of a gains coming in for IOC. Currently, his entire portfolio is down in trade by more than 4,000 rupees. Let's also pull up charts for Siddhartha Chatterjee's portfolio. 2 targets met, NCC as well as KPIT Tech, however, has been stopped out on Liberty Shoes. A bit of a positive close is what we are seeing to his portfolio today. Not a close, rather, still on. However, gains of about 0.5% in his portfolio. Rajesh Sharma, finally, again, target has been met on KPIT Tech as well as Sub TV. However, he has been stopped out on JSW Energy, and currently he is sitting with gains of more than 6,000 rupees. So as of now, it's Rajesh Sharma leading, followed by Siddhartha Chatterjee as well as Sameer Chauhan.
Okay, gentlemen, it's been great having you with us. Thanks so much for joining in on this leg of the stock game. We wrap it up right here on the show. Stay tuned for Market Sense. That's up next.
The real axis for investing in emerging markets today is no longer around growth, it's about reform.
Whole of Eastern Europe and Turkey and to some extent South Africa have borrowed so much money in somebody else's currency that it actually makes it probable that there's going to be a significant default somewhere in that region.
Something fresh is brewing at the markets.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in on Market.
We've got a rich infusion of top global news, domestic news, and market insights. And a perfect blend of exclusive stories, interviews, and stock calls. Kickstart your day and get smart before the market frenzy takes over. Come join us at Market Cafe for a cup of tea, coffee, and markets. Opens at 7 a.m. every trading day. Only on ET Now.
मुझे गन्ना खाना बहुत पसंद है, लेकिन मेरे जब तक नए दांत नहीं आ जाते ना, तब तक तो मैं अपना गन्ना नहीं छील सकती ना। इसीलिए ये मेरा दोस्त मेरे लिए गन्ना छीलता है। और कितनी देर है गन्ना छीलने के लिए? 2 मिनट। पर जल्दी छीलो।
ऐसी दोस्ती अगर एक बैंक निभाए तो IDBI बैंक 50 साल दोस्ती के।
Daddy, one more ride.
Discover surprising power and mileage in an automatic. Discover Nissan. Feel the December magic. Walk into any Nissan dealership to avail exciting benefits.
I write, some educational stuff for my kids that I share with my daughter. I email her whenever I write something nice that she can use in building her career. I have 2 girls, and both my girls are absolutely on the cutting edge with these gadgets. They are the best examples of multitasking. And I always, have the opinion that women multitask a lot better than men.
We are at the cusp of history.
A bull market is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
India is the best emerging market.
You seize it or you lose it.
It's a buying opportunity.
So what are the multi-baggers for this bull run?
Consumer, I think.
Find out from the smartest investors.
There's a roaring bull market.
Buy into the stocks that are on a roll.
Market has given very good return.
And make your fortune from this multi-year bull run.
The best bull market that India has ever had.
Riding the bull at 2 p.m. on every trading day. Only on ET Now.
SpiceJet skyrockets as much as 20% on hopes of fund infusion to the tune of 200 crore by potential investors. Potential acquirers are likely to take 4 to 6 weeks to evaluate the assets of the company.
Meanwhile, Bajaj Auto gives up early gains after rallying as much as 2% in trade. The two-wheeler maker bags a repeat order for 1,25,000